Good morning, everybody. Poodadoo is out on the prowl again for another week of yard sale hunting. Last week was abysmal. I didn't even do a video last week because there was nothing to be found. I got one thing, was not worthy of a video. So today I feel lucky. Today I feel, what do we say, Chrono Trigger and Earthbound. One of those two we're going to find today. So I'm excited. I've got my son with me. He still doesn't want to be on camera, but that's fine. I can do this without him. Let's go see what we can find. I'll see you in a bit. All right, we just left a yard sale. Not a lot there. She had some DS games. It was all junkware. So I passed on all that, but I did pick these up for $1 each. I got, where's the camera? There it is. Tetris World for $1. And I got the 3-pack Battleship Risk and Clue for $1. More for saying I actually bought something, so today wasn't a total bust. But it was interesting. We had a homeless guy. He said, "Hey, you want video games?" All right, Creep Factor 1 already kicked in. So I said, "Yeah." He said, "I got a DS here, it's brand new." My son pointed out, he said, "It's got stickers on it." So it's like, how brand new can it be? So he wanted $50 for it, and I'm like, no, I wouldn't pay more than 10 for a DS, especially from a homeless person. Not that there's a problem with homeless people. I'm not slamming homeless people. But he definitely looked like the kind of person who would have shanked you had you not bought from him. So I said, no. I said, I'd pay $10. I could get 45 at GameStop. I said, well, take it to GameStop. No, that's store credit. So I'm like, I can't help you. So I think the woman who was running the yard sale was a little creeped out about it too. But hey, I got a couple of games. We're heading off to another one that's listed comic books for sale. So I'm excited to see what they've got for sale. So we'll check back with you in a bit. All right, guys, I just had one of the most interesting experiences at a yard sale I think I've ever had. This lady was, it's the first time I've ever been guilted into buying something. But anyway, I'll just tell you the quick story. I picked this up. The box is kind of banged up, but the game's in good shape and all the manuals and stuff are in here. So I asked her how much she wanted for it. She says the standard, "How much do you want to give me?" So I said, I don't know. I said, "Do you have any others?" And then she said, she pulled this out and said, "I've got this. I've got the player for it. No controllers, just the game and the cords." So I looked at it and I said, I'm not really interested in that. I said, would you take $1 for this? So if you're going to set the price, I'm going to offer $1 every time and see where it goes. She says, "Yeah, I'll take $1 for that." Okay, so I got this for $1. She says, "Don't you want the player?" And I'm like, "No, I really don't want the player." She says, "Not even for a couple of dollars?" I said, "I don't know if it works, and I'd have to test it and clean it. What do you care? If it doesn't work, sell it to someone else." I'm like, oh, okay. So I got the player for $2. I got the Nintendo itself for $2, and I got the game for $1. So $3 for all of that. I would have paid $3 for the game itself. I don't know if it's worth anything, but I don't see boxed Super Nintendo games around here that often, so I figured, what the heck. And it's been kind of a light day anyway, but we're going to keep on going. Let's see what else we can find. So I have found the Sega Dreamcast web browser, one of the cleanest copies of Fable for the Xbox I've ever seen. Xbox 360, Banjo-Kazooie, Autodesk Maya. And I'm not sure if this is worth anything or not, but I'm going to take a shot. Okay, just wrapped up that sale. Interesting thing, we got there and it said, "Video games inside, ask." So of course I asked, and that's when we went up to the room that you saw. And as we're going through it, I mean, it was like a nerd explosion in there. But unfortunately, someone had beat us to it and already taken out a couple of boxes of stuff. So there wasn't a whole lot left, but there were a couple of things. There were a couple of, you saw the Banjo-Kazooie and the other Xbox game that I picked up. And the reason I don't have them is because as we're getting ready to leave, the lady who actually owned the house came out and said, "Oh, the Xbox games are for my son." I'm like, okay, so, and then she said my son was going through all the World of Warcraft card game games or cards, and she wanted to make sure her kids had a chance to go through everything. I says, okay, you figure out what you want and we'll figure out the rest. Anyway, long story short, she kept the Xbox games. I did pick up the Dreamcast web browser. I don't know if that's worth anything, but it was worth a shot. I know the Dot Hack series on PS2 is worth something. I don't know if the soundtrack is, but I picked it up for $1. And then I also picked this up, which I'm most excited about, Maya 8. It's a great piece of software. It is the, I'm not going to show you the code, but it is the education version. So I don't know. Yeah, I picked all of these up for $1 a piece. So $3. I figure I'll take a shot and see what happens. But we spent a lot of time at that sale, so we need to get moving and try and get some more in before this rain sets in and we have no time left. So let's see what else we can get done. All right, guys, last sale of the day, and we just hit the mother load. I'm going to show you something. Hang on. How do I flip this? I can't flip it around. Oh well. That's the sale we just left. Yeah, you can see it. They had some video games, but it was all the standard, you know, it's end of the day, so you don't expect a lot. They had the standard Guitar Hero and Rock Band and stuff that, you know, sports games, nothing really anybody wants. So, but they had strategy guides, and they had Nintendo. I got 5 Nintendo, the DS power supplies for like $1. They were $1 a piece. So I said, will you do 5 for $1? And they said, yeah, that's fine. So I said, you got a lot of video game stuff here. I said, do you have anything else that maybe you didn't bring out? And I just started naming stuff off, Atari, PlayStation. She's like, you collect that older stuff? I'm like, yeah. So she went in, and I'll have to show you on the recap video because I'm driving and it's just way too much here. But she brought out a box of stuff, of PlayStation 2 stuff that, oh my goodness. Words can't even begin. And they said $2 a game. And then they brought out the PS Slim itself. And I said, okay. I said, you keep bringing stuff out. I said, how much do you want for the whole box? And she said, $25. I'm like, no, I will not pay $25. I said, you have more stuff in here. This is one of the times where my conscience got the better of me. And I said, I'm going to give you $30. Because you've got so much stuff here. It's worth at least that much. So she was very appreciative. So I got an entire box, and I'd say it's at least 50 games of PlayStation 2 games for $30. And I'll show you exactly what it was when we get home for the recap. But that's going to wrap up the day. I'll check back with you in a few minutes, and we'll go over everything that's happened over the past couple of weeks. I'll see you in a bit. So I'm just leaving our local Apple Scrapple Festival. If you don't know what Scrapple is, you don't know what life is all about. But anyway, you saw there was a lady there selling video games. Her prices were a bit outrageous. But it was cool to see some stuff I've never seen before. So I thought I'd show that to you. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So we'll recap this day and we'll see what we've got. Talk to you in a bit. So I figured on the way home we'd make one final stop at the local Goodwill. I think today is a 75% off sale of certain colors. So I gotta find out what color it is. So we're gonna go in and we're gonna take a look. They don't like me to film in here, so I'm just gonna show you outside and then I'll show you if I find anything afterwards. So see you in a bit. All right, that was pretty successful. I actually got really lucky today. I'll show you what I found. These were all red tagged. They were $5 games, and because because it was 75% off. I got each one of them for $1.25, so I got 4 games for $5 where they were normally $5 a piece. So nothing spectacular, but I'm happy. GameCube Tiger Woods 2004, GameCube Tiger Woods 2005. Again, nothing crazy. They're $3-4 games, but I paid $1, so I'm happy with that. GameCube Medal of Honor Frontline, and the best one out of all of them, which still ain't saying much, but still okay, Blowout for the GameCube. So 4 games, $5. GameCube games are pretty much money makers for me. I like GameCube games, so anytime I find a GameCube game, I'm going to buy it. I don't think any of these are, I know these aren't exclusives. No, there's no exclusives, but hey, $5 for 4 games, not bad. And that will officially wrap up my day today. I've been going since 6 o'clock this morning. It's now about 2:30, so I'm going to do the fastest recap video in history because I have a lot to show you guys, and go through that box and see what was in that box of PlayStation goodness that I got. I'm still excited to see what's in that. So I'll see you in a bit, and we'll go through everything. See you in a bit. What's going on, YouTube? Poodadoo here, and I have got the biggest pickup video I've ever done. I'm going to go through these super quick, and I'm going to skip some of the less important titles, like the sports titles and things like that. But I didn't do a pickup video last week because I went to a bunch of yard sales, and I found one game, and it was Minecraft for the Xbox 360. Big deal. So, didn't see a need to do a pickup video last week. But between last week and this week, the world has exploded. I'm surrounded, and I don't even know where to begin. So, I'm going to tell you the stories as quick as I can, so I can get to the games, because I know that's what you want to see. But the big reveal is at the end. I bought a big box that I have not yet gone through, so I don't even know what's in it. So I was going to do that live while I'm on camera. So we'll start with the first pickup that I can remember, and I'm trying to do them in chronological sequence here. Our local thrift shop closed for 3 weeks for renovations, and then it reopened. So when it reopened, they had 3 weeks worth of donations to put out. So I got some amazing titles. I got these, each one of these I got for $3 a piece. I love our local thrift store because the lady actually told me, she says, we're making sure that our prices are better than Goodwill's, because Goodwill's prices have been crazy lately. So all of these are $3 and complete in box. So I'm going to blast through these really quick. I got Darksiders 2 for the Xbox 360. These are all Xbox 360 games. Destiny, $3. Sonic Unleashed, $3. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare, $3. Portal 2 still has the $3 sticker on it. Injustice, $3. And The Amazing Spider-Man, $3. So all of those, $3. I can't complain about that. They were pretty much all games I did not have, so I'll be adding these into the collection. The next thing that happened was going to be the big story before the other story. One of the ladies I met at the yard sales when I went out a couple of weeks ago, or last week, said that her daughter was going on a mission trip, and she had a bunch of video games that they did not bring, and she would call me. Well, we all know how call me would go. Well, she did call me, and she gave me a list of everything she got, and the way I priced this out was because I didn't want to lowball. I didn't want to. She gave me the standard make an offer, which, by the way, if you're watching this and you have yard sales, one of my friends who does YouTube videos said it best: if I'm the buyer, I don't want to be the seller. So if I ask you how much you want for something and you say make me an offer, deliberately I will say $1. Because obviously if I can get it for $1, I'm going to get it. But I don't want to be the buyer and the seller. You have a price in your mind. When you say make me an offer, what you're saying is I want as much money as possible. And my job is to give you as little money as possible. So I can walk away and go somewhere else. So if you want my money, come up with what you think is an offer. But because this was a friend of mine, because her daughter was going on a mission trip, I literally took every game and I priced it out and went on pricecharting.com, found the prices, wrote it all up in a spreadsheet. But because I'm buying in a bundle and because I still want a good deal, I took all those prices and cut them in half. And gave me a final price for the lot, and then I took another, I think, 25% off of that. So I offered what I thought was a fair price, which was $125. She said, because her daughter's a great negotiator, make it $130. So I'm like, okay. But it was all based on one of the games that I saw. So we'll start with, I got a PS2 fat model. Haven't tested it. I think it's probably not going to have any issues working, but I need to clean it up and test it. All the cables, 2 memory cards, a controller came with it, and then all of these games. I'm going to save the one for last, but I'm going to blast through these games real quick. If they stink, I'm just going to skip right over them. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, Seek and Destroy. This is another good one. This was one of the ones that helped me decide I was actually going to do this. Rumble Roses. Never seen that game before, but apparently highly sought after. The Thing. Ice Age 2, The Meltdown. And all of these are complete in box. I had her check them. With the exception of this one. Star Trek Voyager Elite Force. This is in there, but unfortunately no manual. This was a good game too. Dark Cloud. Again, some fantastic titles that I would not have imagined a kid this age would have. I'm going to grab a stack of them here. Again, there were 47 games altogether, so it's crazy. The Getaway. SOCOM US Navy SEALs. Another one I did not have. Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories. And to go along with that, you've got Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Then you've got Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories. Dynasty Warriors 3. Some amazing games in here. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Tekken Tag Tournament. Medal of Honor Rising Sun. Need for Speed Underground. Manhunt. That's just half. Grab some more. Sports title nobody cares about. Dead to Rights. Dead to Rights 2. SmackDown vs. Raw 2007. That game actually still sells for quite a bit, believe it or not. Big Mother Truckers. Sports. U.S. Navy SEALs, SOCOM. I think that might be a second copy. I don't know. I want to keep moving because we've got a bunch more to go through. Red Faction 2, excuse me. Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb. Constantine. Like, this is top dollar stuff here. This is crazy. Enter the Matrix. As soon as I say top dollar stuff, Enter the Matrix shows up. Resident Evil 4. Not the best version of that game, but still pretty good. Spy Hunter. Max Payne. And you have to have Max Payne 2. Jet Li Rise of Honor. Gun. Black. Medal of Honor Frontline. Hitman 2. And this is the game that when I saw it, I knew I had to have this lot. This is one of the most rare games I've seen on the PlayStation. And to find it here locally in my little town, which is crazy. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce this, but it's Devil Summoner something versus the Soulless Army. I can't even pronounce that. But it does have, right there you can see, it's an Atlas game. Atlas games I will do. And look, it even has the receipt still in it. Minty fresh. There isn't a scratch on this disc. I don't even know if they actually played it. But I saw that and I said I had to have that. So I got all of that for 130 bucks. I thought that was a decent deal. So let's see, where do I go next? My God. Oh, and then I also got, she had in there, I set these aside for some reason, 3 jam packs. If you don't know, these were Sony PlayStation's demo discs that they did. So I had all of those. I think that gets me caught up to today. So today we go out yard sailing. I'm going to shuffle while I talk. So today we go out yard sailing. It starts off kind of slow. We had a homeless guy. I think I told you this in the video. We had a homeless guy try to sell us a DS Lite that he claimed was brand new with all the decals on it and stickers for 50 bucks. I told him no. But I did pick up this 3-pack Battleship Risk Clue for the Game Boy Advance and Tetris Worlds for the Game Boy Advance. I paid $1 each for those, so that was good. The next yard sale I went to was a friend of mine. I took some risks here. I told you the story. I don't know if these are worth anything, but since I paid $1, it wasn't a big deal. I got Autodesk Maya 8, all the discs there, code on the back. So worst case scenario, I can upgrade this to the latest version. And I do 3D modeling, so that could be a good addition. Haven't done anything with Maya. This one was interesting. I got excited about this because it's Dot Hack Liminality original soundtrack. But then when I noticed it's a 2 CD set and the first disc is missing, so this is only the second disc right there. But I mean, the second disc looks like it's in perfect shape. Don't know where the first disc is. Don't know what I'm going to do with this, but I saw Dot Hack and I said I'm going to take a chance. Then I also got the Sega Dreamcast web browser disc. I have not actually checked the back of this. Yeah, it's in good shape. So again, somebody has a Sega Dreamcast and you want this, hit me up. I don't have it, but anytime I see something Dreamcast, I buy it. That takes care of that. That takes care of that. So the next yard sale we go to, I see this sitting out there. Super Off-Road. The game itself is in there. The box is a little banged up, but the disc, the cartridge is really good. The pins are clean. So I paid $1 for this. All the manuals and stuff. I mean, even all the inserts. Everything's still in here. So I'm pretty happy with that for $1. The box is a little banged up, but that's okay. Then she said, I asked her if she had any more. She said she was getting her hardwood floors in and didn't know where anything was. I'm not sure what one has to do with the other, but okay. But she said she did have the system. And basically kind of bullied me into buying the system, which she wanted $2 for it. I don't know if it works. I'm going to assume it does. But I got the power cords and I got the wall thing for it. I think I actually have the Nintendo adapter, so I don't have to use the coax adapter. So for $3, that's okay. I'm fine with that. Then the next yard sale we went to had Nintendo DS power cords. They were 25 cents a piece. Anytime, I got good advice a long time ago, anytime you run across a DS power cord, pick it up. $0.25, it's not a big deal. There were 5 of them. I said, would you do all 5 for $1? She said yes, because I didn't want to deal with the quarters. So I got 5 DS chargers for $1. I'm going to skip the big box till the end because I got that at the same sale. But basically I said, you know, she had strategy manuals. She had some Guitar Hero games. There was definitely the vibe that she had a lot of video games. And I'm like, do you have anything else maybe that you didn't bring out? And I started naming off stuff. Atari, Nintendo, Game Boy, GameCube, Nintendo 64, PlayStation. And as soon as I said PlayStation, she says, I have an old PlayStation. I'm like, well, that's really what I'm looking for. So she brings out this monster box of games, which I'm going to go through. I have not even yet, I can see what's on top. And I'll tell you the story about why I decided to go with that box when I start going through it. But she brought all that out and basically said $2 a game. I saw one game in there that when my son was with me and he was going through the discs, when I saw that one game, I'm like, I'm going to buy at least this. But then she brought out the PlayStation itself. It was a Slim. And then she brought out more games. And I'm like, when she started bringing it out, I'm like, I'm not going to keep going through all this right now. I'm like, how much do you want for everything? So she said $25. Well, this is a no-brainer. So I said, I can't, and I got this advice from a friend of mine, and the karma points pay me back. I can't give you $25 because you've got more than $25 worth of stuff here. I said, I'll give you $30. And the only reason I said $30 because that was all I had left. I would have given more because there's a lot of stuff here. So I'm going to go through that in a minute, but I'm going to skip it. We then went on to a local festival's going on here in our area, and they have vendors set up. And there was actually someone, you saw it in the video earlier, who had a bunch of video games, ridiculously priced video games, but some stuff I've never seen before. So it was good to look at it and see it and touch it. She did not want herself filmed on camera, which is fine. But I just wanted to show you guys some of the games that were there. And hopefully in the video you can see some of the prices that she was asking for stuff. Really kind of high price stuff. So, didn't buy anything there, but then on the way home, we stopped by my local Goodwill, and I showed you that in the video. I got these 4 games. I'm not going to go through them again because I want to get into that box. Today was Red Label Day at Goodwill, and they are, I don't know if you can see that, $5 each, so they were $1.25 a piece. Got all 4 for $5. Not a bad deal. Okay, let me get myself set up because this is the moment I have been waiting for. So the story goes like this. My son picked up Star Wars Battlefront. Okay. I like Star Wars Battlefront. It's a good bundler. I have a copy, but I have a few PlayStation 2s I'm trying to sell, so this goes good with it. So he opens it up, and inside is that. Now, Dot Hack Infection Part 1. I have learned a long time ago, anytime you see a Dot Hack game, you're going to want to pick it up because it's going to be worth money. Now, unfortunately, this one is not the one that I thought it was and was worth $100 plus, but it's still, I think he looked it up, it was like an $11 or $12 game loose, so it's still a good find. So at that point, I knew I was going to buy some stuff. So I wound up just buying the whole box. I'm going to go through what I can see, and then we're just going to keep digging in. There's some loose games in here. I'm not going to show you the PlayStation Slim because you know what one looks like. So let's just start whipping through this and see what we've got. Now, she did say that some of the games are not in the right cases, so I'm going to take some time and open up some of the ones that I think are worth something, but I have no doubt if it's not in this case, it's in a different case, so I'll straighten all that out later. But we have, how do you pronounce that? Uzumaki Naruto Uzumaki Chronicles. We have Spider-Man 2. Now, as you're watching, as you're looking at all this, remember, $25 for everything you're seeing. Freestyle. Greatest editions. And that's what's in there. Destroy All Humans. And that's what's in there. A mystery game that has no label, which is, oh joy, ESPN 2K5. That's going to go in the trash can. I can see this one through the case. Over the Hedge, PS2. So far, not a big deal. I still am happy with the one that I saw. This one, Army Men, Real-Time Strategy. Empty case, but I'm sure it's in here somewhere, so I'm not worried about it. Robots. Empty case for Call of Duty 3. But again, there's a lot of loose discs in here, so I'm sure I'll find it eventually. I'm not worried about it. Grand Theft Auto 3 Greatest Hits Edition. And Grand Theft Auto 3 Non-Greatest Hits Edition is in there. So I'll check that and see if that's a disc upgrade. Iron Man. Have this one already. But I don't have the manual. So that'll be a manual upgrade. Metal Gear Solid 2. And that's what's in there. Oh, this is a good one. Anytime I see a Square Enix game, I'm happy. Front Mission 4. Please be in there. And it's in there complete. It's got a couple of scratches, but I don't think anything will keep it from playing. So that's a good find. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. And that's in there. No manual, but the game is in there. White Unknown case. ATV Off-Road Fury 4. Empty PlayStation 4 case. Killzone Shadowfall. For the PS4. Empty. So that's going into my empty case collection. Skip that box of loose discs for now. Battlestar Galactica. Game, but no manual. That's okay. That's going into the collection. NFL Blitz 2003. Empty case. I can see I've got some work to do when I'm done here, but that's okay. I'm happy. Star Wars Battlefront 2. See if this one is actually in there. It is. And its greatest hits, and the manual's in there. So that'll be a good bundle game. God of War 2. Empty, but I think I see the loose discs in there for that, so I'm not worried. Cabela's Deer Hunt. And of course, that's in there. Oh, here's another good find. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And it's in there. No manual. Oh, case is a little busted up. I can replace the case. I'm not worried about that. One of the greatest Twisted Metal games, I think, Twisted Metal Black, is in there with a nasty looking label on it. I'll see if some Goo Gone will take that off. Still a little scratched up. These were definitely played. I mean, this isn't a list of games that were not played. Suzuki Superbikes Railroad Racing. Never even heard of that. Don't know if that's worth anything or not. That's in there. Oh, this looks like a good one. The Bouncer from Squaresoft. I don't know if these are worth anything or not, but it has Flow Urban Dance Uprising in there, but the manual for the Bouncer. So I'm sure the disc is in there somewhere. I'm going to take these loose discs out for the time being. Another mystery game. Nitro Bike. And again, here's another game. This game right here pays for the box. Champions Return to Arms. This is, I believe, a EverQuest style game. I don't know. Maybe it's not. If it's EverQuest, I'm keeping it. If it's not, I'm going to flip it. And it is in there, but no manual. So that's another good find. Ghostbusters, the video game. Complete with manual. $25 for everything you've seen so far and what you still have yet to see. Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Game, no manual. Running out of room here. Ed, Edd and Eddy, The Misadventures. Complete with manual. Oh, this one's top dollar money right here. American Idol. I have no idea what you would even do with this one. Oh, and we've got Lego Star Wars, the video game, in the box. Box is a little banged up. I may need to replace that box. Shark Tale in the box. A Wii Kung Fu Panda, which is in the box. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets in the box. SOCOM US Navy SEALs 3. So we'll find the box for that one somewhere. What is this? I have no idea what this is. If you know what this is, let me know. This is the PlayStation Online Startup Disc 4.0. I have no idea what that is. Another mystery game. Madden 2003. Junk. Oh, there's a DVD in here. Scary Movie 4 with Naruto Ultimate Ninja. Hang on. Naruto Ultimate Ninja. Not even the Naruto game I have a case for. So there's another Naruto game. Grand Theft Auto 3 with the Call of Duty bonus disc. So, like I said, it's a hodgepodge, but that's okay. I can take that. The B-movie game, which is empty. Call of Duty 2, Big Red 1. Manual, no disc. And I've seen this disc earlier, so I know it's here. It's probably not in this one. Oh, no, that was 4. This is ATV Off-Road Fury 3. And Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4. Ooh. This disc looks like it's seen better days. Look at the surface of that. It's kind of scratched up. I don't know if this was going to play or not. I'll have to test all of these. Then I also picked up a plug-and-play Atari paddle game. Have not tested that. We'll see if that works. And then there's the Slim. Power cord, but no AV cable. So I'll have to get an AV cable for that. But again, not worried about that. All right, so now let's take a look at the loose discs. And most of these probably have a home somewhere. Again, we're still $25. We have Crash Nitro Kart, Onimusha, a very rough Need for Speed Underground 2. This one, I don't even know what this is. Disc 3, Secret Weapons over Normandy. Okay. Onimusha 2. Here's the disc for the Bouncer. Max Payne. Now this is interesting. This is an original PlayStation 1 Oddworld Abe's Exodus. It says disc 1, so I wonder if there's a disc 2. Oh well. I have a PS3 disc for Assassin's Creed. Madden 2004 for the PlayStation 2. Junk. God of War 2. There's the special features disc. So I know that's up here somewhere. Robin Hood Defender of the Crown with a food booger on the back of the disc. Gross. So there's that. Then we have the disc. Oh my goodness. Things just got interesting. Inside, so I have one of these where they put all the loose discs in. And inside there, check this out. Pokemon XD for the GameCube. Didn't even know GameCube was in play here. That's cool. NHRA Championship Drag Racing. I want to fly through some of these. The video is getting about a half hour already. Cabela's Outdoor Adventures. I'm not going to show you anything unless it's exciting. Let's see. What is this? Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit. It looks like that's probably the PlayStation 1 disc. Harry Potter, The Chamber of Secrets for the GameCube. Kind of scratched up a little bit. God of War, the original first game for the PlayStation 2. Come on, get back in there, Harry. Duke Nukem Total Meltdown for the PlayStation 1. American Chopper for the PlayStation 2. Driver 2 for the PlayStation 1. Gran Turismo 2 for the PlayStation 1. Civil War, A Nation Divided for the PlayStation 2. Looks like a PlayStation 1 demo disc for the PlayStation Magazine. If anybody likes demo discs. Interactive CD. I don't even know what that is. We'll just skip that. God of War 2 Disc 1. Yes. God of War PlayStation 2. Yeah, who cares? Super Truck Racing. I'm getting bored. Tom Clancy Rainbow Six for the PlayStation 1. And that's not it. One last one. CTR Crash Team Racing. I think that's PlayStation 1. Yeah, that's PlayStation 1 Blackback. So that's it. $25 for everything. $30. I'm sorry. $30 for everything you just saw. That's it. I'm exhausted. The video is way too long. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think the money was that I found today. Some of this is going in the collection. Some of this is going to help pay for the collection. But that's it. Thanks a lot for watching. I apologize for no video last week. Hopefully this big giant mess that I'm sitting in right now makes up for it. That's it. I'll talk to you guys next week. Have a good week. See you then. Bye-bye.